All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the artists of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. And I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. And today is Monday, January 27th, 2025, Missile Monday. And I have this article from Spectrum One News. And it says, large scale nuclear incident training exercise to take place in capital region. So I'm just going to read this article and then bring out a few scriptures, Lord willing. This lesson is edifying and straight to the point. And it reads, a large scale nuclear incident training exercise will take place in the capital region beginning on Sunday. The Federal Bureau of Investigation's Albany field office announced Friday. The FBI says there will be no risk to the public, and the training is part of a series of regularly scheduled U.S. government biannual exercises. The training will be held from Sunday, January 26th through Friday, January 31st, in several areas of the city of Schenectady, along with parts of Albany, Saratoga, and Schenectady counties. This includes areas around Albany Airport to Stratton Air National Guard Base to northern Saratoga County. The FBI says the training will allow participants to simulate realistic conditions while practicing readiness in the event of a nuclear incident in the U.S. or overseas. Several agencies will take part in the exercise, including the FBI, Department of Defense, Department of Energy, National Nuclear Security Administration, Department of Homeland Security, and state and local partners. This includes the use of military personnel and aircraft. So, right, they're pretty much going to be conducting, a nuclear incident test, which they know is coming, which is why, again, they're trying to prepare for it when in reality, there is no preparing for it, man, you know, because the elites know, the end of this place, America, which that's the fate of this place to be destroyed by nuclear missiles, so again, the FBI and these other, government agencies, they can try to, run these various tests, but again, it's all going to come to naught, it's all going to be for nothing, you know. So they claim they want to, simulate, real life, or yeah, simulate, it's like simulate, realistic conditions, when in reality, there's no need to, simulate realistic conditions, man. I mean, all you have to do is just go back and rewatch footage, from the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, incidents, those bombings, man. All you have to do is just go back and look at that and see the damage that it caused. Now, granted, those were atomic bombs, and the technology they have now, is way more advanced than those bombs from back then. That's, I mean, I don't understand the test, this readiness test that, you know, they're doing, because they can try to, run whatever test, man. This place is done, it's finished, and that's going to be the end of it. So, they didn't go into exact details about what exactly they're going to be doing, how they're going to be conducting it. It's just going to be taking place up there in New York, you know. So I'm not going to make this one too long. I'm going to start in the book of Isaiah. You know what? Salakia. Matter of fact, I'm going to start with the book of Malachi, chapter 4, and verse 1. And it says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, that shall leave the Slakia, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. All right. What is that day that's coming that's going to burn as an oven? World War III, also known as the day of the Lord, man. You know, that's the day that's coming that's going to burn like an oven, man. Now, again, those missiles is that's essentially what this verse is talking about, man. World War III, you know, because what could possibly, cause, you know, anything like we've all, experienced what it's been like to open up an oven while it was, heating up. Once you open that door to that oven and that heat just hits you, you know, that's the day that's coming, man. World War III. And those missiles are gonna cause that, man. It's gonna cause that fervent heat, that's coming, you know. So I'm gonna get that in the book of Second Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. And it says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up." So, right, man, just like it says in this verse, the day of the Lord, is going to come unexpectedly, man, which is why, us being the hopefully elect, the men of the Lord, we have to watch, you know, because just like it says, man, it's going to come as a thief in the night. You're not going to expect it. And it says the heavens shall pass away. The heavens is talking about, is talking about this current, kingdom, America, Babylon the Great, man. This place is going to pass away because we know that, this current kingdom is going to go down and the kingdom of heaven is going to be established, you know, after, hence Second Esdras 6 and 9, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? So while Esau's world is going down, Jacob's world is coming up, you know. And again, man, it says the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So, right, man, everything here is an element, even us as people, we're elements as well. But again, man, it says the elements shall melt with fervent heat. That word fervent goes to extreme, man. You know, that extreme heat, is going to burn up this place, you know, because it's been, proven that, again, the sun burns at 15 million degrees Celsius, and that's hot. That's fervent heat, right? But once these nukes are launched and they detonate, they're gonna burn at 100 million degrees Celsius, man. So these nuclear missiles are gonna burn hotter than the sun, man. And that's the day of the Lord, you know. So now I'm gonna come back to Isaiah chapter 54 in verse 16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy." And right, man, those modern day smiths, are these physicists and scientists that are behind, creating and developing these nuclear missiles, man, because that's ultimately what, the waster to destroy is, man. That's the instrument for his work, you know. This is Esau's ultimate, blessing. The sword is Esau's blessing, pursuant to Genesis 27 and 40. That's his blessing. All of these, all of this weaponry that he has, is ultimately his blessing, but is his blessing, but ultimately these nukes, man. This man has nuclear, this man has nuclear technology, man. He literally has the power to, the hell, destroy the earth, man. Because in reality, these nuclear missiles have the capability to destroy the earth, man. But just like it says in the scriptures, the earth endureth forever. The earth isn't going to be destroyed. Just, a couple land masses, are going to get hit, because America is going to be, completely destroyed pursuant to Isaiah 34, which gives a vivid description of how America is going to look after that destruction takes place, you know. And the land of Israel is going to be destroyed, but it's going to be built back up, you know. because again, Jerusalem is going to be the headquarters of the earth. Jerusalem is going to be made beautiful again. You know, so our land has to be cleansed. And just speaking as a man, I personally believe Russia maybe may get hit because again, the U.S. has missiles. Because you also have neutral zones as well. You know, countries, that won't get hit, that won't get touched at all. But I know, again, just my personal belief that, Russia, you know, may get, bombed back as well. Because again, if the US possess missiles, of course, they're gonna launch theirs as well, you know. But if Russia does get hit, it's gonna be, fine afterwards, meaning it's gonna be built back up, but the primary destruction is gonna be here in America, you know. So staying in Isaiah, I'm going to go to Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. And it says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." So, right, man, this coming World War III isn't going to be a traditional war like it used to be. You have a group of men on one side, a group of men on the other side, charging each other, in the center of the battlefield, having weapons of war, swords, spears, shields, bow and arrows, you know, hand to hand combat, it's not going to be like that. Now, granted, I always, have to make mention of this. You will have ground troops that are going to be going to war with each other, you know, but this war is primarily going to be fought with this nuclear technology, man, these missiles. That's primarily what, how this war is going to be fought. And it's really what's going to end, you know, all wars, man, because there's not going to be any more war after that. You know, this is why World War III has the title of being or as being deemed as the war to end all wars because it is, man. These missiles are being created for this specific time, to be used in a specific time, which is spoken of in the book of Joel, chapter 2, which I'm just going to grab a couple verses, you know, because again, this entire chapter is good, from verse 1 all the way down to, verse 11. It goes into, World War III. But I'm just going to read down to verse 3. So this is the book of Joel, chapter 2, and verse 1. And it says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There hath not been ever the like, neither shall there be, it's like it, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations." So, right, and this is describing those missiles. That's that great people, man. You know, it's describing those missiles because again, it says, that throughout history, throughout all of these wars that have taken place on the earth, man, nothing like this has ever been seen. And we're in that time where we're going to see these nukes fly. And this is what we're hoping to be delivered from, man, because that's ultimately, the Lord's wrath, you know, coming down upon, Esau, Edom, two-thirds of the nation of Israel, and whatever heathens that are over here, but that's it's the Lord's wrath, man. These missiles are being created for this time, and just like it says, there's not going to be, you know, any more nukes created after this, man. Just like it says in Isaiah 2, the nations aren't going to learn war anymore. So once this war ends, that's it, man. There's not going to be any more war. There's going to be peace throughout the earth, right? So verse 3 says, "A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them." And right, man, that should put fear in you people's heart, because I know it does, for me personally, you know, excuse me, Slakia, reading this, because again, there's literally, once these nukes get launched, there's no escape, which is why the only way to escape is by way of the chariots, beaming you up. Because as we know, only, a remnant of the nation of Israel is going to be beamed up, are going to be delivered from this destruction. You know, 2/3 of Israel, they're not going to make it, especially those ones that, survive Jacob's trouble, you know, and make it up to that point where these nukes are launched, man. Just understand that this verse is talking about you. Nothing is going to be able to escape these missiles, man, because the most amount of time you'll have, maybe 30 minutes, but 15 minutes at the least. That's the least amount of time you have, man, and that's not a long time. For those nukes to be shot from one end of the earth and to hit the other side, man. That's some scary stuff right there, man. Nothing is going to be able to escape. Only the elect are going to be able to escape, man. You know. So I'm going to get the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 4. It says, "The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land." So, right, man, this is, really the whole purpose of those nuclear missiles, man, you know, to destroy the whole land. What land is that talking about? Babylon, man, America. That's, why these nukes are going to be launched to destroy this place, because this is literally the wickedest kingdom, in history. It has taken, the customs of every ancient kingdom that rose and fell and, pretty much is wrapped all in one. You know, we know that primarily that America is Rome revived all over again, you know, but it still takes after those customs of those other, heathen kingdoms, man, from Egypt all the way up to ancient Egypt to ancient Rome, But that's the purpose, or one of the purposes of these nukes being created to destroy this land, man. You know. So I'm just going to grab a couple more and that'll be it. I'm going to get the book of Revelation, chapter 7 and verse 1. And it says, "After these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree." So, right, this is talking about four literal angels that are holding back the four winds. The four winds is talking about the destruction, man, World War III, because there is an appointed time when this war is going to take place, you know. Verse 2, and it says, "And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea." So, right, these four angels literally have the power to hurt the earth and the sea, you know. Verse 3, saying, "Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads." So, right, until the elect is sealed, this destruction isn't going to take place, you know, because again, these are the few prophecies that we're waiting for. The main prophecy we're waiting for to take place before this destruction is the mandatory implementation of the mark of the beast, Revelation 13 and 16, the mark of the beast being made mandatory, which is the RFID microchip. Don't be deceived, by anyone else. If they say if it's anything other than that, they're lying. The mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. Don't take it, you know. So once that is made mandatory, just like our Apostle Tahar says, things are going to speed up because, it would only make sense. Because just like it says in Matthew, the days are shortened, for the elect's sake, you know. So once the elect are completely sealed, then that's when this destruction is going to take place. So I'm going to end it with this. This is Revelation chapter 9 and verse 15. And it says, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men. Right, man. So once that particular day, that particular hour, day, month, and year, once that happens, that's it, man. Because this third world war is appointed for a particular day, when the destruction of Babylon is going to take place. Then those four angels are going to be loosed, you know. And then in the midst of this destruction, again, our Lord Yahweh Shai, is going to make his return as well, you know. And then I'm going to grab 16 and that'll be it. And it says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And yeah, man, 200,000, 200 million, you know, missiles, or 200 million pounds of TNT, because again, man, this is why it says the earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard, because this land is going to be pelted with thousands upon thousands of missiles, or warheads in particular, you know, is going to be pelted and is going to cause the earth to shake, man. You know, that's what this is describing. So, these different government agencies, they can try to, train and prepare for what's to come, but in reality, there is no preparing for this, man. They're not ready because they won't, they're not going to make it. The only ones that are going to be, you know, the only ones that are going to survive World War III is the elect. The elect are going to be, delivered from the destruction, and the elites of the nation of Edom, they're going to be preserved. The Lord is going to allow them to escape, because if they're not in their bunkers, right now as we speak, then right before that destruction takes place, they're going to hide out in their bunkers, and wait, until the destruction passes, you know. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect.